When you first open Siteworks, you're going to see this open project window where you have the project selection, the work order selection, and the design selection all stacked like this. The first order of business is to make sure you're in the right project. In this example, we're using the Russell Gulch landfill. So that's right. Now we're going to go down and select a work order. We are going to make a new work order, and to do that, you select the plus sign on the right. Give your work order a name that suits the work you're doing. So I'm going to name this today's date and waterline as-built because we're going to be taking some as-built on this waterline that we just installed. Selecting Finish creates the work order, and you'll notice that it resets the design field. So we need to go and select which design we want to use. And here you'll notice there are lots of designs labeled Pond Design, Pond Redesign, Revision 2, Revision 3. We want to make sure that when we're doing layout or as-built that we're referencing the most recent design. So in this instance, I'm going to select Pond Redesign Rev 3. Selecting Accept loads the design and takes you to the next step. In this menu, we have a lot of options. The first option is the mode, which is the type of device you're using. So here we can select between the rover and the base. The connection type is which model of unit that you're using. Really, you're only going to be able to connect to the model that you have on hand because it has to connect to it for this field to populate. The correction method is how you communicate with the base station. So we're going to change this to radio in receiver and select which channel the base is running on so the rover head knows how to communicate to the base. If your rod has a quick release, you want to make sure you have this selection selected as yes, otherwise your rod height is going to be off by about 1.5 inches. The tilt compensation feature is only available on some rover heads, and if it's available here, then you should take advantage of it and select yes. Under the antenna height selection, we can change the height of our rod. 2 meters is 6.562, and most of our rods are 2 meters. So here you should put 6.562 feet. Pressing Accept activates the rover head and takes you to the plan view where you should be greeted by the design that you chose. Here we can see a series of control points all represented by triangles and a bunch of blue lines that represent the contours of the pond. If we accidentally chose the wrong design, we can go up here and change it by selecting the main menu into Project Setup and then Change Project, and that will take us back to the window that you saw earlier. We'll make the changes that we need and press Accept, which again takes us back to the plan view, and here we can see the reticle, which represents our GPS location. Thank you for watching this tutorial on working with projects in Trimble Siteworks. For more tutorials, remember to check the Meridian Engineering YouTube page.